Good morning. All right. Hope everyone has had a great week. It has been a blur. And today we are tapping on clearing scarcity. So I've heard a few requests for more topics on abundance, on money, financial stuff. So this is going to fall right in line with that, clearing scarcity. And I think, a lot of times scarcity is so pervasive, like to just kind of have that mindset might feel almost like subconscious because it's usually really deep seated. It's really, something that's maybe wrapped up in our very identity, because this is what we have been taught um, since we were little kids. And, those ideas that there's maybe not enough to go around and that there's limitations, right? And so it can be really invasive and it can just keep us kind of stuck and um, maybe blocking our abundance in different ways. So we're going to tap on that and just, really understanding that, of course, there's nothing wrong with frugality and being smart, but we want to tap out that feeling that there's never enough, right? So let's do this. So I want you to just go ahead, get comfortable. Close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to just kind of come into a place of stillness, just breathing into your body. Taking a few moments to center. Maybe you haven't breathed deep yet this morning, and this is your opportunity to do so. Just expanding your belly fully. And then letting it all out. Couple more times. And then just maybe bring your attention to this topic of scarcity. And I want you to just kind of think about where in your life you fall into that trap of scarcity. Where does that show up for you? It might be money, it might be time, it might be romantic relationships or friendships. It might be just like resources or employment, things like that. So just kind of pinpointing a couple places or one place where that might show up for you. And let's do one more deep breath. And releasing. Good. And we're just going to tap, repeating when I say, if you choose, and taking full responsibility for your own well-being. Karate chop. Even though I have this scarcity mindset, I choose to see abundance. And I choose to love and honor myself. I choose to see abundance. And I choose to see it all over the place. I choose to recognize that a lot of the scarcity we experience is really just a mindset we're taught to have. So I choose to see abundance, and I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself and anyone else who might have contributed to these scarcity beliefs. This feeling of scarcity, it feels so heavy sometimes. It feels like things are so limited. And I can feel undeserving at times. And that maybe that there's not enough to go around. Maybe that we're all in competition for abundance. And it's uncomfortable. And I know it's not serving me. And in fact, it's holding me back. It's holding me back from abundance. So I'm ready to shift my mindset and I'm open to understanding that maybe there is enough to go around. That maybe abundance is everywhere. And accessible to everyone. Just by getting into alignment with it. I'm choosing to see abundance all around. And I can start to change my beliefs to get into the flow. I choose to see abundance. I choose to see abundance. I choose to see the abundance in this world. I notice a lot of things. And I see where there are difficulties. And I see where people experience hardship. And I don't choose to be dismissive of that. But people talk a lot about scarcity. As though the universe might run out of energy. But actually, everything is energy. And I know that there's more where that came from. So I choose to allow myself to recognize all the abundance around me. The more I recognize, the more my mind expands. I see more opportunities. And not just opportunities for what I can have, but also opportunities for what I can do, especially in terms of being of service. There are countless opportunities to be of service. And many of these opportunities allow for greater abundance to come to me. So I choose to be a good steward of my abundance as I allow myself to experience greater wealth the greater impact I'll have on the world. I choose to treat it with respect. It's not about taking that wealth for granted. I choose to use it wisely. I choose to be grateful for it. I choose to be grateful for all the blessings I already have. And I'm ready to allow even more. And since everything is energy, and source is actually limitless, I'm open to understanding that there's always more where that came from. I treat what I have with respect, but I don't have to come from a place of fear. Frugality doesn't have to come from a place of fear. I can be sensible without being afraid. I choose to know that there's plenty of money for me, but I can still be sensible about how I use it. All this scarcity mindset. There's no shortage of that. There's an abundance of scarcity messages. And I still love and appreciate those parts of me that might get caught up in that. That tell me to get scared. That tell me to believe in limitation. So I'm processing that fear. Processing that scarcity mentality. Then I can look around and instead see all kinds of abundance. So I choose to take a deep breath and be confident that there's plenty of abundance. And then I can look at how to allow it more, how to let it flow into my life more easily. I'm allowing myself to see more abundance. I'm allowing myself to feel good about that. I trust myself to be a good steward of abundance. Good people do good things with money, and I am a good person. I'm looking forward to more abundance flowing into my life. I am ready to observe all of the abundance surrounding me. And I'm ready to see evidence of that in every area of my life. I am embedding this feeling of abundance into each and every one of my cells. I release all scarcity blocks. They are dissolving from my mind, dissolving from my body. And I trust in the abundance around me. I am expectant. I am joyful. And I am trusting in body, mind, and spirit. Taking a deep, deep breath into your body. Just come back into yourself for a moment, just giving yourself one more moment of stillness before you get into your day. Good. So I hope you take this day and look around and see all of that abundance that is surrounding you in all different types of ways and shapes and forms, and that you feel that deeply today and every day.